Ladies and gentlemen, this video is brought to you in part by Platinum. When all else fails and the world kills you, get yourself a Platinum bar. Anyway, we're back with another one. Today we got some scratch-offs, and we're going to have an interesting conversation while we're scratching these off. First of all, I went to the gas station, and I took in probably 10 tickets that I all thought were losers, and I actually ended up walking out of there with $150. There was a ticket that hit for 40 and another ticket that hit for 50 that I didn't even know were hits. I don't even know how the hell they hit because I swear I checked them over really good. So we're going to check all those tomorrow and see if we got any hits that we didn't realize. Put in the comments how much you think is there that I missed. My guess is probably maybe $100, but we're going to find out tomorrow, and I'll make a video on it just to see how bad my eyes are, I guess, for not seeing when I win. But yeah, I was kind of blown away. So we're gonna get this party started. But it's funny because my last video I made about investing and losing money in investing, I had someone say, I don't feel bad for any investor. And oh, look at that, we hit already. Look at that, 3 and 3. Right below each other. Let's see what we get. Come on. $10. Yeah, at least our money back. But, and I've heard people say this before, I don't feel bad for any investor and that loses money and da-da-da-da-da. And I mean, I'm not asking for anyone's sympathy here. I don't, it doesn't really matter. If I lose $1,000 or something or $5K, it's whatever, I'll survive. It's not like the end of the world. I'll still be pretty well off, so it doesn't really, I'm not asking for anyone's sympathy or anything like that. It doesn't really matter. But just that mentality, though, of I don't feel bad for investors. Investors, most investors, we didn't ask to be born into this world in such a miserable system that holds us back. We're all just trying to survive. That's what most investors really are, is people just trying to survive and make the right financial decisions so they don't end up poor. And I'll never understand not feeling bad for someone whenever you see them lose a bunch of money. And, even the dumbasses that bought Hawk 2 a coin when it dropped, I even feel bad for them because they fell for some dumb scam and they got hoodwinked and they lost a bunch of money. And even them I feel bad for. And I mean, because we're all just people trying to survive in a system that has been completely rigged against us. So, I mean, I feel bad for anyone that, put their hard-earned money into something and it fails, because a lot of people, it breaks their mind where they just think, well, I better just save cash now and never invest again because I don't know what I'm doing. And I don't it breaks people, man. And I don't like to see that at all. I'd rather see people's investments skyrocket so they're like, whoa, it worked. And I mean, I understand there's a part of the community that hates Pokemon investors, and rightfully so, I guess, but it's that's still hardworking people that put their money into something, and they're just trying to get a little bit ahead, man. What's there to really hate about that? That, even to the person that left that comment, if you're watching this video now, if your house burned down and you didn't have insurance on it, I would still have sympathy for you, because you worked hard to get that house, and to have it ripped away in an unfortunate event, I would feel bad for you. And it's just like watching someone's investments collapse. I mean, I feel bad for that person if they lost money. Am I going to send them money and be like, oh, here's a shit ton of money? I mean, no. But I'm definitely going to go, man, that really sucks. You all right? You know what I mean? I don't know. That's just me. I hate to see anyone lose out. And even the people that don't invest and miss out on stuff. But I don't know. I cheer on anyone in mankind that is trying to survive, and make investments for their future. Because what are you supposed to do? Not make investments for your future? Hold cash and let your money go to worthlessness? I mean, because holding cash is by default an investment, because you're believing the basic currency will hold its value forever. And we're seeing nowadays that's just simply not true. That it's not holding its value at all. But I don't know. Here's a story. This may help people. One of my dad's friends, he had his garage burnt down, and he lost everything. He didn't have insurance, and he was a really good guy. And I mean, I didn't know the guy from that much from asshole to appetite, because I mean I was a kid back then, and I still felt absolutely terrible for him, man. Because here's a guy just trying to survive, like I've said before. He didn't ask to be born into this world. He just has to survive in it. And I mean, he was a hardworking mechanic, and he lost, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and that's it's terrible, man. That to see anyone lose big sums of money over unfortunate things happening is just sad. Even in Pokemon, it is still it's a sad thing to see anyone lose money, especially if they worked for it. So like I said, I'm not asking for any sympathy. I don't need any sympathy. I'll be all right, and I'll probably wait until Pokemon just comes back again. So I'm not really sweating it, but it still is like that mentality is kind of what got us into the mess that we're in. Is just no one caring for each other, no one teaming up as men and saying, you know what, we're all just men trying to survive in this world, and we should all work together, because we're all brothers and sisters at the end of the day, and we should all want to see each other strive and want to see each other's investments do well, and not really down cheer on anyone hoping that their stuff collapses, because at the end of the day, you wouldn't want that person to hope your investments collapse. Like if you own a house, you wouldn't want that person to say, "Oh man, I really hope so and so's house burns down." You know what I mean? Or hope that their house value just tanks to zero. For them, I just don't want to see anyone lose money like that, because it's extremely tough for people to make money back in most cases. So that's kind of why I have the view of like, I hope everyone does good, because this system's rigged as shit, and we all have the odds stacked against us. So I don't know. That's just how I look at things. And if mankind really got together like this, where all men kind of got together, and women alike, and said, we hate this system, why don't we all just work together to survive in it? And I think we'd be a lot better off. Well, definitely a lot less divided, if all of our financial futures depended on it. I mean, I know that'll never happen, but I don't know. Like, I don't root for anyone to lose money, no matter what they invest in. Because at the end of the day, everybody just wants to try to get ahead a little bit, And it isn't like they killed your fucking dog. They just invested in Pokemon cards. So, I don't know. I find it bizarre. Like, I'm always hoping everyone kills it, because the illusion of working for money is a total fucking scam, especially in 2025. So, I don't know. That's just where we're at. Anyway, that's all we got for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed me losing money on lottery tickets. Anyone that hates on investors will love that I just lost some money. So, either way, everybody gets a win out of this video. Hope you enjoyed it. We're out.